Hi, I'm Pamela Hampton.
And I'm Eric Hampton. And I want to welcome you to our Meditaology experience. We call it an experience because we realize now, going forward, that everything we've done in our lives to try to improve our lives, and we created this Meditaology with that whole sole purpose of trying to address the spiritual, the physical, and everything that makes us feel uncomfortable or self-doubt, low self-esteem, the things that make us challenge ourselves about being true to ourselves.
Yes.
And so we created Meditaology to help to address that and to create a new experience. So, Betty, you want to tell them what Meditaology is?
Yes, Meditaology is actually a fusion of meditation and psychology. And you probably wonder, why psychology? Well, it has its place in our Meditaology course.
Absolutely, because when we think about meditation, most people think they know what meditation is, or they know what they have a perception of what meditation is, and it's got to do with connecting with something spiritual, something higher, whatever you want to call that higher entity. Meditation is a good way to get and connect with that. Also, it's a good way for you to connect to your inner self. But even though you may desire to do that, a lot of people tell us all the time that the biggest problem they have is quieting their mind.
Yes.
And we start thinking about, well, if there's an I or me that wants to quiet something called the mind, why is it so difficult? And it's because we don't understand the psychology behind the conditioning that makes us have a loud mind.
Yes, and that conditioning it's from not necessarily birth, but at a young age, we are conditioned by our peers, by our teachers, by society, and now society being social media. We're conditioned to believe things that may not be our own thoughts. You think it's your thoughts, but not necessarily so. So when you learn that some thoughts that you have don't serve you, meditation gives you the skill set to change it. If something's not working for you, change it.
Absolutely. But first, we got to actually get into, well, what will we talk about? Meditation you might have, but what you got to talk about with the psychology? We're not talking about sitting on a chair and crying it out about all your lifelong problems. We really are talking about, but we are going to talk about some stuff like politics. Ooh, can't talk about that.
No.
Your belief about religion. Can't talk about that. Family.
Oh, you can't talk about that.
Yeah, social conditioning, like
yes.
Trying to meet the needs of people, friends, peers, and all that. And even though you may or may not want to, not being okay with just doing you and being with yourself, by yourself.
Exactly. Saying no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We have to learn to take care of ourselves. And sometimes that means saying no, but being authentic about it. You don't have to make up a reason why something is not going to work for you.
And these are all the things that my wife and I, well, we can't say mastered, but we've definitely come a long ways. I think nobody ever truly mastered anything, but you can definitely come a long ways.
Yes.
And so we want to share those things with you, and we're glad that you are allowing us to be a part of your life and your transformation.
Yes, we wish you new life. So, meditation, psychology, Meditaology.
Join us. Let's change life for
ourselves.
The better.
Yes, ourselves, our family, our friends.
Absolutely. See you soon.